Welcome to the Baby Boomer Babe Show with your host, Lady Lou, connecting you with friends, great stories, and wonderful adventures.
Hello from Lady Lou. Welcome to another episode of the Baby Boomer Babe Show, coming to you from deep in the heart of Texas. I have titled this podcast, Whiskers. Woke up at 5:30 this morning. Dang, don't know why I do this, as I'm not a morning person. Went to bed last night after midnight, so 5 hours is definitely not enough sleep for me. 7 is my normal. After lying there for 30 minutes, hoping to go back to sleep, I decided to get up and check the weather on TV. A cold front came in yesterday, and the temperature was supposed to dip down into the upper 30s in Houston. That meant the mid-30s or even lower here in my area, north of Houston. The reason I wanted to know how cold it had gotten overnight is because I had made the decision not to cover my plants outside. They were on their own. 2 weeks ago, we had 3 nights below freezing, and my yard looked like Tent City. Used every sheet I had in my linen closet and a bunch of old towels just to cover every plant I had because I'd slaved over them all summer, and I didn't want to lose my time and my investment. You probably know what I'm talking about if you are into growing stuff. This time, the plants and flowers all survived except my winter garden, even though I covered it. The tomatoes, cucumbers, and the pumpkins expired. Oh well, can't win them all. So there I was at 6 a.m. watching the local news to catch the weather. As I'm sitting there in the semi-dark, I ran my fingers over my face. Yikes! My chinny chin was a mass of little bristly hairs. Oh, how I hate whiskers on my chin. Bet you do too. I've often wondered why we women are cursed with bristly whiskers on our chins as we age. So later that morning, I Googled it, and here's what I found. You're going to love it. According to the research done by beauty director Valerie Monroe of the Oprah magazine, it said it's hormonal. Yeah, well, that's nothing new. A medical doctor Ms. Monroe spoke with said plucking and shaving have challenges, and so does laser removal, which is expensive. And electrolysis is supposedly only good for stray hair? Huh. What? This doctor does say a certain prescription cream is good, but it must be applied twice a day for 3 months and then less often. Guess that's not too surprising, as doctors make money every time we go to their office, and Big Pharma makes money when we purchase the cream for the rest of our lives. Give me a break. I particularly loved that the doctor said the only reason older women see the hair on their face and chin is because as their eyes dim with age, they start using magnifying mirrors to apply makeup. Oh, yes, I know I do. Good grief. That is only partly correct because we also feel those darn whiskers long before we can see them. Gee. What the heck has that doctor been hiding? What rock has that doctor been hiding under? The doctor went on to say people have to be really close to your face to see the whiskers. Not if those boogers are white and a half-inch long, as some of mine have been. She suggests standing at arm's length in front of a regular mirror to apply your makeup so you don't see them. Heck, what a crock. It's very obvious to me she's young and still doesn't have dimming eyesight and hair growing on her chin. Just wait, honey, your time is coming. As an experiment, I tried putting on my makeup standing about 2 feet away from a regular mirror. Guess what? I knew it was me in the mirror, but there was no way in HELL that I could apply mascara and eyeliner to my eyes. Sure, I could put on moisturizer and foundation, but the foundation was streaky when I checked it up close. So much for that. Next. Here's a funny. This other website I checked about chin whiskers suggested using, of all things, sandpaper to remove the whiskers. Are you ready for that? Me neither. The article said to get the finest textured sandpaper you could find. Grade 1000 is supposedly the finest if you decide to go to the hardware store to buy some. If I were you, I'd not tell a sales clerk what you're going to use it for. He or she may think you've gone round the bend. Seems you are to wrap a small section of the sandpaper around your forefinger and tape it on, or just hold a small piece of the sandpaper on your skin. Then gently rub your chin in a circular motion, being careful not to scrub away your skin. After you've rubbed off the hair, you're supposed to use a moisturizing type of skin toner, not an astringent, as that will sting. The toner is to keep any contamination from oozing into your skin. Then you use a thick moisturizer to put moisture back into your skin and keep down any scaly stuff from showing up on your chin. Oh my goodness. You're only supposed to use sandpaper once a month to keep your skin from being damaged. Can't you just see it now? This great big scab on your chin when you've scrubbed off all the skin. I really do not recommend this one. You can also use a baby emery board to rub off those pesky whiskers if you have one. Golly. There are all kinds of products the manufacturers have come up with to get rid of facial hair. They are all great. They're great ways to part you from your money. Creams, lotions, and potions. But they have chemicals in them for the most part. And I, for one, am not going to put chemicals on my face that are strong enough to disintegrate facial hair. A few of these items have shown up on those as seen on TV commercials. There are even all kinds of crazy gadgets out there for hair removal. Save your money, ladies, and get the best pair of tweezers you can buy and then pluck away. It's easy and cheap. Yes, you will be tweezing the same hairs over and over, but I've noticed you will eventually pluck the whole hair, root and all. But then another one appears. I've had this one pair of tweezers for over 30 years. It's a little scissor-type tweezer with a slanted edge. No one is allowed to use these tweezers but me. I guard them with my life. They have to last me for at least another 20 years. Maybe by the time I'm 90, people will overlook a few stray white hairs on my chinny chin. Hopefully they will even take pity on me and tweeze them for me. Wouldn't that be nice? Wow, what fun Google is. I love going over there. I spent longer over there doing the research than I did to prepare this podcast. But as they say, knowledge is power. I'll close now as I have to go get my tweezers and start tweezing those silly whiskers. Do you need to do the same thing? Check out your chin. But I imagine you've already done that, haven't you? Did you find any? Oh, darn. Better get those tweezers out and get busy. We ladies want to stay beautiful, not hairy. This is Lady Lou, the Baby Boomer Babe, saying goodbye for now. Please share this podcast with your boomer friends and go over to YouTube and search for the Baby Boomer Babe. I just started doing videos too. Enjoy. See you soon. Bye for now.
Stay tuned for each episode to discover the new experience in building fun and community.